Movement to peace will begin with an energy and infrastructure ceasefire. This morning's hour-and-a-half call was the first known conversation between the two leaders since Ukraine backed a U.S. proposal for a 30-day ceasefire. The conversation also comes after President Trump said he and Russia were discussing dividing up, quote, certain assets of Ukraine. Notably absent from that call, Ukrainian President Zelensky.
Exactly 1 week after Russian President Putin rejected President Trump's 30-day ceasefire, arguing Russia couldn't slow down its offensive. Tonight, Putin changed his position slightly, agreeing to a partial ceasefire. In a nearly 2-hour call with President Trump, both the White House and the Kremlin say Putin agreed to suspend attacks on Ukraine's energy sector and infrastructure for 30 days. President Trump calling it a very good and productive call with an understanding that we will be working quickly to have a complete ceasefire. The Kremlin naming several conditions to move further, including stopping foreign military and intelligence aid to Ukraine. Tonight, Ukraine's President Zelensky, who had already agreed to Trump's ceasefire unconditionally, said he accepted Russia's proposal, but Ukraine would continue to welcome foreign military assistance.
Vladimir Putin spoke for more than an hour and a half today. Both the White House and the Kremlin have released a readout of the call on their own. A readout of the call from the Kremlin says that Russia has agreed to a 30-day ceasefire on attacks on energy infrastructure. The White House also made note of that, saying this, quote, the leaders agreed that the movement to peace will begin with an energy infrastructure ceasefire, as well as technical negotiations on implementation of a maritime ceasefire in the Black Sea, full ceasefire and permanent peace. These negotiations will begin immediately in the Middle East. The last few minutes, President Zelensky reacted to that, to news of the phone call. He said he's open to a ceasefire on attacks on energy infrastructure. But Zelensky reiterated that talks about Ukraine without Ukraine will not bring results. He also warned that the Kremlin's demand that foreign aid and intelligence sharing with Ukraine come to an end sought to weaken his country.